don't you blame Elizabeth? I'm the one that went after her and couldn't stop.
Okay, well, Lucky loves Elizabeth more than anything, and they have a family, and he wants to remarry her again. Well, then why do you want to steal the woman that Lucky loves away from him? Why do you want to wreck your brother's life?
You can't seriously believe that's what I really want.
Frankly, I don't think that you know what you want. You have been a mess since Emily died, and now you're taking a blowtorch to our family. I'm asking you to just stop, and I don't know, maybe take a vacation for a long time.
Trust me, the cops will buy Franco killed Claudia.
Who conveniently confessed to Ronnie. Look, no disrespect, but that seems desperate.
Yeah, but look at the cops we're dealing with. Franco's made them look even more incompetent. They'll be glad to solve Claudia's murder by busting Franco.
You want to pin Claudia's murder on Franco?
Well, I mean, look, how many times have we made the cops look like idiots? We give them reason to suspect Franco, a serial killer. They'll be motivated to take him down.
Yeah, but setting up Franco is a huge risk considering what we have to lose.
But Ronnie suddenly decides out of the blue to go to the cops and say that Franco confessed to killing Claudia. I mean, why would he do it now? He's been in the hospital for a long time. I mean, why now?
Maybe he was just waiting for Franco to get out of town.
Okay, another thought. If Franco was driving the car that hit Ronnie,
right,
which hasn't been proven yet, wouldn't the cops think Ronnie was just looking
We don't have to worry about all that because the cops need a win. There's buildings blowing up all over the place. Women getting kidnapped, terrorized. Lulu wouldn't be alive if it wasn't for you, right? And the mayor's looking like a fool because he says that Jason killed Claudia and he wasn't even arrested. The body shows up, Claudia's body shows up in town in a warehouse, and the cops are looking all over the state of New York. Look it. Here's what we got to do. We give them Franco, right? We're out of the picture. They're happy. Everybody wins.
No, Sonny, I think we need to discuss this privately.
Okay. Go to Ronnie. Talk to him about what we talked about.
Yeah.
And just work it out.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
Believe it's necessary for me to leave, Port Charles?
Lucky is furious with you, and I think that Elizabeth enjoys the drama of being caught between two brothers.
Regardless, it's not fair to blame Elizabeth because I fell in love with her.
Elizabeth could have shut this down a long time ago and told Lucky the truth, and he would have been upset, but not nearly as much as he is now. And I'm not choosing Lucky over you. I love you, and I need you.
What, you want me to leave?
No, I am worried about Lucky, and I'm worried about you. Think of how much damage your uncle caused because he was so obsessed with Mom. It ruined his life, and I don't want to see the same thing happening to you.
It won't. I've considered leaving once before. Now I'm going to go through with it.
I didn't mean leave this second.
Well, I nearly left a couple of days ago. I guess I just needed a little push.
Where are you going to go?
I don't know. I hear Paris is nice this time of year.
Mom will like that.
Yeah, I'll give Spencer a chance to get to know her, spend some time with her.
I wouldn't tell Mom about this whole Elizabeth thing. I think
No, I won't. I'll just tell her that Port Charles holds too many memories with Emily, which is true.
If Emily were alive, none of this would be happening.
Right. Yeah, I love to imagine that my marriage to Emily would have lasted forever and that we could have been completely happy, but the truth is I wasn't really that good for her, Lulu. I was demanding, unfaithful, amongst other things.
You learn from your mistakes.
Apparently not. See, I'm a Cassadine. It's in my nature to take what I want, no matter who gets in my way.
Don't turn this into some big Cassadine thing. Look, you fell in love with Elizabeth even though she's engaged to Lucky. Maybe she led you on, maybe she didn't, but I don't see this ending well, and you're doing the honorable thing. You're stepping out of the way.
Yeah, suppose you're right.
You know, it may take some time, but I think Lucky will get over this. It's not like you're sleeping with Elizabeth. And maybe you'll meet a girl in Paris, and once things settle down, you can come back.
Well, I trust that you'll let me know when it's safe to come back.
I don't want you to go. But I think that leaving town is going to be what's best for everyone.
We're making progress on the Claudia Corinthos investigation.
Any idea how that body wound up in the warehouse?
It might have been there all along for all we know.
You know what, Cop, here's an idea. Why don't you use the evidence you've got instead of calling in Sonny's people to try and make it look like you know what you're doing?
Excuse me, Commissioner. I got a few test results when you get a chance.
Thanks. You're good?
Yeah, maybe you can pass on that compliment to my lieutenant. He's not exactly pleased with my lack of progress.
We found a hair on the cabin floor.
Well, that sounds promising.
Yeah, well, Sly's starting to work the DNA, but it would help if we had a complete list of everyone that was in the cabin the night Claudia died, and I assume Sonny and Jason showed up at some point.
I might be able to help with that.
I'm listening.
Look, I think I found someone who wants to talk, and I think they know what really happened to Claudia.
Who is it?
Michael Corinthos.
Thank you, Alfred. Spencer and I are leaving tonight, so I'm depending on you to close down the house and then join us in Paris.
Certainly, sir.
Thank you.
You know, once you get to Paris, I think you should put Spencer in a regular school and let him be around other kids.
Yeah, I'll consider that.
Well, Mom will want the same thing, trust me. She's gonna be over the moon that you and Spencer are so close. And then maybe Kate will send me to Paris on official Crimson business and we can have lunch and be all sophisticated and professional.
Yeah, I like that very much. Now I have a favor to ask you.
Ask away.
Don't blame Elizabeth, and don't pass judgments. Do everything you can to support her and Lucky as I should have. Okay?
I'll try. I miss you already.
No, I miss you too.
I think Michael Corinthos knows who killed his stepmother, and I think he needs to talk about it.
You think Michael was in the cabin?
I wouldn't rule it out.
We'll run his DNA.
But that definitely couldn't hurt.
Look, if Sonny gets wind of this, he'll have Michael out of the country within the hour.
Okay, well, he's not going to hear about it from me.
Look, I want to be careful with this. All right, when Michael confessed to running Claudia off the road, I believed him. We made a bad situation worse for that kid.
And look, I want to be careful about this, too. If Sonny's convicted based on anything Michael tells us, that kid may never get over it.
Sonny going to prison would be the best thing that ever happened to Michael.
Naming this kid as a witness sucks. I mean, I have no first-hand experience, but I don't even know what it would be like to live after you betray your father.
Hey, Lulu.
Hey.
Look, I'm sorry I jumped all over you before. I mean, I was angry at Nicholas. It wasn't fair to
No, I
dump
have
it all on
some news for you that might make things a little bit easier. Nicholas is leaving town.
Well, on a business trip? Hope it's a long one.
He might be leaving permanently, Lucky. He feels terrible about what's happened with Elizabeth and he doesn't want to live in Port Charles anymore.
Where's he going?
Paris.
Paris. Hope he doesn't try to drag Mom into all this.
He's not going to. He feels guilty. He's blaming himself.
Well, he should blame himself. He's the one that fell in love with Elizabeth. It wasn't the other way around.
Okay, could you just give him a little bit of credit? I know that this is too little too late, but he's trying hard to do the right thing, and he is still your brother.
Lulu, I know that you want everyone in the family to get along, but you can't fix this.
I get that you're angry right now, but once you cool down, I think you'll remember how hard you and Nicholas worked to be brothers.
That's exactly why this hurts as much as it does.
I'm not saying that you need to make peace with Nicholas right now, but he is uprooting his life out of respect for you. And the least that you could do is say goodbye.
Supposed to be on a ski trip, Michael.
Well, I came back earlier. I want to see Claudia.
Look, autopsies are closed to everyone except the police.
What can they find out from an autopsy?
It will confirm that she was killed from a blow to the head, but it won't show that it was an axe handle, and it definitely won't show who was swinging it.